Good evening, everyone. Happy Monday. I know a lot of you guys are not working today. But I'm still working. I'm still working, preparing for tax season. I hope you guys are enjoying the day off if you're taking the day off. Sorry for you guys on Instagram. I don't know what's going on Instagram, going on and off. Hopefully, it will be stable. But if it's not going to be stable, you can go ahead and watch me somewhere else. I will just be on YouTube, Facebook, LinkedIn. Then I'll just try give it like 1 extra minute and then decide. All right. If you are new here, my name is Noura Masri. I'm an enrolled agent and the founder of Nouras Books. Um, just a reminder for you guys, if you did not get my book, go ahead and order my book, How to Start. Let me see. I want to show you my book if you didn't see it. How to Start, Manage, and Prosper with a Nonprofit. Go ahead and order this book from Amazon and let me know what you think. Another reminder I want to remind you is if you have estimated taxes, do go ahead and pay it by tomorrow. Tomorrow is the deadline. I'm going to get out of Instagram. Discord. All right. Because it's just distracting me. I don't know what happens to Instagram sometimes. All right. I think there's no voice because I'm having not. Okay. Anyway, sorry guys. So let me just take these away so I can talk to you. All right. So if you have estimated tax payment, do go ahead and pay it by tomorrow, Tuesday, January 16, where the quarter 4 estimated tax payment due for those of you who might owe some taxes. So make sure to pay it. Another deadlines coming up um, is January 31st. You have to issue 1099 and W-2 for your employees and contractors. So as I promised, I'll be here talking to you every single day during tax season, except the weekends, because hopefully I'll be taking some weekends off. So no, I will not hopefully. I will be taking a lot of weekends off. So I'll be here talking to you guys during business days. I'll be answering a lot of questions I receive from you from through inbox. I receive from my prospect clients. I will be addressing issues that's gonna be important for you to know this tax season. All right, guys. So the first business I want to address. Well, this is not only businesses. You could be a business, but you really don't know if you are a business. How does this happen? If you have 1099, so if you work as a freelance or anything like, but you receive 1099, not W-2, that means you are a business, whether you say you are a business or not. What do I mean by that? You need to file Schedule C with your tax returns. What is Schedule C? Schedule C basically is a form that is provided by the IRS that you need to file with your tax return. Basically, that is your profit and loss. Any 1099, NEC, of course, so non-employee compensation, should be reported on Schedule C. That's how you report your income from 1099. That's the same case for LLCs, the same case for sole proprietor. All of you guys are reporting your income, federal income, on a Schedule C. So it doesn't matter if you have a state registration and you have a LLC, or you don't have an LLC, you're just doing business without registering as an LLC, or maybe you're halfway, not LLC, but still get your EIN and you are sole proprietor. All of you guys treated the same in the IRS income level. So you will be filing your tax with the Schedule C, which is the profit and loss. great thing about Schedule C, while it's going to cost you a little bit more when you file Schedule C, because that's a business and you have a profit and loss, meaning you can deduct some expenses. You can deduct business expenses. So let's say you purchased a computer because you need to actually do some work for the person or the place you're working with, but it's because you are in 1099, they're not responsible for your equipment. You are responsible for your equipment. You can deduct that expense. Now, a computer is an asset, so you can treat it in multiple different ways, but we're not going to get into the details with that. But any expense you make in order to do the business, you can deduct in a Schedule C. That is great, because now if you're getting $1,000, for example, for anything you do for someone, a business, as a freelance or sole proprietor, even if you did not register an LLC, you can deduct that expense. So if you receive $1,000, but you had to pay $500, your income only $500. So that's your taxable income if there is no further deductions. But there must be more deductions. It depends on your situation. Like, actually, it goes in like, how are you filing? Are you filing single, head of household, married, filing jointly, separately? All these different type of filing, it's all play a fact on how much deduction you can claim for your taxes. That's why, you guys, it's very important to be aware of who are you working with, because anyone can do taxes if they get the beaten number, but not everyone is willing to educate themselves and learn the tax law so they can help you best. So you want to make sure you are working with not someone just doing data entry, someone who really knows the tax law and will advise you and educate you on this. And there are a lot of great people who are doing that, but there's also still a lot of people who don't really care that much on learning, and this is very important. So make sure you work with someone who won't let you pay more than what you have to pay, because it happens a lot. All right, so some business expenses deduction: any expenses, advertisement, marketing, you're paying your accountant, you're paying your grant writer, for example, if you are having someone like that to write you grant. What other stuff? Like a lot of things like equipment. And the very, very important tax deduction you don't want to miss if you are filing with Schedule C. So if you are filing with Schedule C, again, that's 1099 NEC filers, Schedule C freelance, sole proprietor, LLC, all of these, you will actually be able to file a home office deduction if you are working from home. So if you are working from home and you have a designated space to work, you can get home office deduction, and that will help you big time. So that's an additional thing you need, additional information you need to give your accountant. You need to let her know that you work from home. Well, if she's prepared well, she will have that question for you on the questionnaire organizer or intake, whatever the process they have. But sometimes, like in tax season, if it's not already in a questionnaire already pre-done, if it's still like question and answer only, we could forget, because especially we get busy. So if it's not pre-done and it's a questionnaire for you, it might be forgotten or missed because tax season is busy. So it's your responsibility to know the information you need to know, so to give your accountant. So you don't have to take home office deduction. However, it's great to take it because it's going to save you a lot of money. Now, there's two ways to take it. You don't have to worry about that. Your accountant will know what to do. You just have to give every single details. this full space of your home, what's the square feet on your home, and the square feet of the area you're using for your home. So how big is that area? You need to give specific square footage. And that area should be designated for work. It can't be used for something else, meaning your desk, your home office, your if you have goods, your storage area, all of this has to be designated. This is just for your work. Then you can deduct home office deduction. You can actually account for that space for home office deduction. So you need to be careful of that. And I'm going to warn you guys, if you are a multi-member LLC, you're not filing on Schedule C. You have a totally different process, and your taxes going to be due on March 15 with S Corp. With S Corp and partnership will due on March 15. So you cannot file for your LLC with your 1040, like individual taxes, if you have a partner in the LLC, so multi-member LLC. Now, according to the IRS, you become automatically a partnership, and you have to file 1065. You don't have to worry about forms too much, but what you need to know, it's a partnership return, and it's separate than your individual taxes, and it's due a month prior to that. Why? Because partnership return is going to generate K1 for you to include on your taxes for each partner. So individual taxes, you don't have to pay taxes on the company level, but you have to pay taxes on your personal level, but you need that K1. That's the same case for S Corp and partnership. But people do not confuse S Corp because it's clear they elected to be an S Corp. But partnership, we've seen a lot of confusion. A lot of people file the wrong return. And the problem with that, you will get penalty because IRS will consider that you did not file, you never filed. So you want to make sure you file the correct return for the correct entity. And there's separate laws, separate deduction available for different entity. I'm not going to cover everything here. That's why actually I put a title Business Tax Deduction 1, because it's going to be a series. We're going to go more in details in separate entities and separate deductions, who's eligible for that, what entity is eligible for what deduction. We're going to go over a lot of details on that, but I'm not going to cover more in this video, just so you can comprehend all this information. Listen to this video again if this is applied to you, so you understand what do you need to file, so you can be an informed taxpayer, because this is the purpose of all these videos I am doing and the information I provide you guys with. I need you to know all this information so it's easier for you to deal with your tax season, to know your right to save in taxes, because if you know the law, you will be able to manage. And I always advise that you do some type of tax planning, especially when you have businesses or you are a high earner. You need tax planning to keep the most of your dollars in your pocket and not give it to the IRS legally. So you are not committing tax evasion, rather you are doing tax planning and avoiding to pay taxes this way, keeping the money that you made in the area that you elected to be paid for, not just paying taxes and necessary taxes without taking advantage of the tax law that made for you to save. So make sure you actually know what's your situation, know what you have to pay, what you have to file for, so you are not late, because you do not want to pay penalty for not filing. You do not want to pay penalty for not paying taxes. So, all right. Again, I don't want to keep you here longer. I want to remind you again, tomorrow, Tuesday, January 16, is the deadline to make the payment for Q4 tax return. For your, it's not only for business. There's more details for this. You can get my course on that. It's a short course to know more information to see if this is something you have to worry about or not. Another thing is, go get my book, How to Start, Manage, and Prosper with a Nonprofit. It's available on Amazon. You can search by my name or with a book name. Another thing is, don't forget to issue 1099s, 1099, not 990s. I felt something wrong. Nonprofit is pulling me away from here. So 1099 and W-2s for your employees and contractor. Deadline for that is January 31st. So make sure you do not wait until the last minute. All right. That's it for today, and I'll see you tomorrow. Happy tax season. Enjoy your day off if you're taking the day off, and we'll see you later. Bye.